Let's count down the top 10 rides at Liseberg. Number 10, Tempus. There is no better way to start off our list than to take an adventure onto something a little out of this world, as even though this ride through time and space, to be totally honest, is not that thrilling nor extremely exciting for the average thrill seeker, of course, watching all of its individual 3D spinning gondolas and the arms that it is connected to rotate in perfect harmony, on the other hand, is what makes this a top 10 worthy ride. Therefore, no matter whether you have time to experience or not, spend some time watching this, as I can almost guarantee that it will take your breath away. Number 9, Lisebergbanan. Whilst watching rides such as Helix provides some incredible interactions with all of Liseberg's unique terrain and views that cannot be matched, the thrills of the ride may put some of you off, and that, my friend, is when Lisebergbanan comes in, because along your whopping 3-minute long journey up, down and around the park's many rides, scenery, and what has got to be one of the longest helixes in existence, adventurers above the height of 100 centimeters won't be missing anything by shutting their eyes, due to it featuring the right level of thrills for the entire family to enjoy. Number 8, Uppswinget. Now, I do not know what your childhood swing was like, but as far as I remember, swinging back and forth to 30 meters in the air was never possible until now on this giant sky swing, and when you think it just can't get any better or worse, depending on if facing directly down with only a lap bar restraint holding you in is scary, the park goes and places it right near the top of its hill, meaning that the swing will not only feel like 30 meters but more like 1,000 miles, causing everyone who has built up the courage to ride to quite literally fly through the air and have a swinging scream that will never ever be forgotten. Number 7, AeroSpin. Talking about flying, for anyone who's ever wanted to experience the rush and excitement of doing so just without the required 1,500 flight hours, should jump right aboard AeroSpin, as whilst you can sit back, relax and enjoy the phenomenal views from this sky-high flight, if you want to turn your calm journey into an action-packed high stunt show, then by using the levers located on the wings and with help from the wind too, you can make your plane spin upside down so much that you will have no clue where you even are, leaving only one question remaining. Which flight would you prefer? Comment down below. Number 6, Mechanica. Top scans and 360-degree pendulum rides are some of the most thrilling theme park experiences out there, so when finding out that Liseberg has put both of these into one magically scary attraction, I had to check it out. And wow, no matter how bonkers this may look from the ground level, especially on the end of its 6 mechanical arms, that sensation of rotating completely upside down whilst also spinning around on a giant arm that is then also completely spinning upside down is truly undescribable, in addition to one which I'd recommend knowing where the nearest toilets are before taking on. Number 5, Loke. Buckle in and get ready for the battle to begin, as halfway through our list we have the park's, believe it or not, Loke themed pendulum ride, and where I normally suggest avoiding rides like this, with them being so common, and do the more unique ones like Mechanica instead that you can't do anywhere else, the scale of this just can't be beaten, with it both swinging and spinning so crazily that if you are lucky enough to be facing forwards during the rock all the way to the other side, the rush of the wind pushing against your faces makes the time taken out of your day to fight completely worthwhile. Number 4, AtmosFear. Now, as you can probably guess by the name AtmosFear, this adventure right here is not recommended for anyone who is scared of heights, as with it standing at a whopping 381 feet, making it not only the tallest drop tower at the park, but in the whole of Europe. The 1 minute long rise alone to the top will give everyone on board the shivers. And unfortunately or fortunately, it does not stop there, as after those spectacular views across Gothenburg, this is closely followed by a plummet back down to earth in a matter of seconds, which you may even fall in love with, pun intended. Number 3, Boulder. From dropping 35 stories to roaring around one of the best wooden coasters on the planet, there sure are some phenomenal rides over at Liseberg. Nevertheless, if this ended up near your number 1 spot, it would not surprise me one bit. As for starters, all wooden coasters just look phenomenal, and Boulder is no exception, with its 3,500 feet of wooden track fitting perfectly into the surrounding forest. Although what many people do not know is that this is only one of 4 interim prefabs, and if you have ever heard of El Toro, T-Express and Colossus, you will know that after riding this, you will see wooden coasters in a whole new level. Number 2, Valkyria. Get those Viking hats on and those axes at the ready, as despite this Viking-inspired adventure being pretty short, it is definitely one of the best and most scariest 30 seconds of your lives, because whether hanging over the edge of its 51-foot plummet, which will then drop you straight into the ground, flying through its 3 crazy inversions, or to be honest, listening to its phenomenal ArmorScore soundtrack around the ride area, you'll constantly be on the edge of your seats wondering what big thrill will be coming next, thus creating a number 1 spot contender that in my eyes a trip to Liseberg would be nowhere near complete without. Number 1, Helix. Now where do I begin when talking about the almighty Helix? Not only the best ride at the park, the whole of Sweden, but in fact one of the greatest in the world. And I think as soon as you see it twisting, turning, launching, bouncing and inverting at speeds of up to 62 miles per hour, you will very quickly realise why. For me though, as much as the day rides are out of this world and worth a ride at least 100 times, watching the lights shine bright over Gothenburg as you race around all of its thrill elements and in utter darkness too, is truly like nothing else. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.